What's up, guys? Welcome to Yugi Boom. Today we got another deck profile for you, World Chalice. Alright, so World Chalice is a deck everybody knows, everybody's familiar with it, it's been around for a while. I personally like the deck because links, just like any new mechanic, were confusing to me, and this is my first combo deck in a long time, and it feels really good to get some wins with it. Took it to a regionals recently, didn't do amazing, but didn't do bad either, and it was my own little spicy text came in handy, so tell me in the comments below if you think it's just dumb luck or smart decisions. So let's get into it. So pretty normal for your World Chalice monsters. You got the 3 World Legacy World Chalice, one of the better monsters in the deck. Lee, the World Chalice Fairy, self-explanatory. She's got the search on normal or special, and you can pitch a monster to add her back to your hand, and a lot of cards can be utilized in that sense. So next we have the 2 World Chalice Guard Dragon. I've seen a lot of people run 3, a lot of people run 1. It just depends on personal preference. To me, I like it at 2 just because I don't like to see it that much, but sometimes him being the extra monster in hand isn't a bad thing. Then just 1 set of the vanillas. I'd run 3 Chosen of the World Chalice, mainly because he's the E-Telly target, and I prefer to have one that's got multiple uses rather than running the level 4 and running Rescue Rapids and using a lot more than that. And so that's pretty much it for your World Chalice monsters. A lot of people run that same similar thing. And then of course Venus and her 3 Shine Balls. I know a lot of people have done combo videos, and that's kind of what inspired me to play this deck for regionals, because I was struggling with a deck to pick. This turned out to be the one that I felt most comfortable playing against Trickstars and Spirals, a lot of decks I knew were going to kick my ass anyways. And then, of course, the 3 Exodius to complement them, and as well as almost every other monster in your deck. I mean, who doesn't want to shuffle all their used material and extra deck monsters back into the deck besides, like, zombies? So this all helps link away. Last is our little, one-ofs and our engines. So, of course, the Maxi and the Gofu. Gofu, obviously, until he becomes dead or links become more generic, he's going to be useful always. And then the Maxi, just because everybody special summons. Then we got the 2 Garnet and the 1 Trick Clown. And I don't know, Trick Clown to me is just still really nice, because even if I draw him for something else, or if he's dead in hand, I can send him to the grave for Lee and then still get his effect off. Then of course I was maining 2 Ghost Ogre. I didn't choose to side the 3rd either, mainly because this was just in here because I knew everybody would be running the same 9 to 10 hand traps, and I wanted to have a little something to help, play my role as well. And then the spells, of course you got your 3 Brilliance, 2 Transmodify. This helps with dead Shine Balls to switch into a Venus, or even a Lee on the field to switch to a Venus if you're able to special summon the Lee, or use your extra normal summon from an Imduk to get it on the field first. And then once she's used her search, Transmodify her to a Venus and summon some more Shine Balls. Then 2 Unexpected Die. I've really been debating going over 42 cards, which what this deck already is, and to run the 3rd Unexpected Die, because it just ended up being way more convenient than expected. And then of course my one-ofs is the 1 E-Telly, because why not, free summon. The 1 World Legacy's Heart, you can search it, and I normally do, or if you start with it with a lot of combo pieces, it's just great to get extra World Chalice in your hand, so when you link them away, you get to summon from the hand. The 1 Raigeki, 1 Dark Hole, and then now the next 4 cards really are my own choices to run in the main. Little obscure, but they came in extreme handy. So 1 is Mind Control and 1 is Reasoning. I never really seen anybody playing Reasoning in this deck, and then nobody really plays Mind Control anymore because I know targeting is bad, womp womp womp. But to be honest, this card, I felt, as somebody who was still not comfortable with links, that this is a very good helpful card, because you can take a good monster 9 times out of 10, and even if you just take a monster, you can use that for links or exceeding or whatever you do. And I kid you not, I don't know if it was just my luck, but 3 times out of 6 games that I played out of a 9-round regionals, I used mind control when someone went first and opened with a Baguska, and I just took it right away, summoned some normal monsters easily with my deck, and then linked them all away for some bullshit and used it for something else. And I know that's mainly lucky, but it just helped me a lot, and I just really couldn't decide what else to run. And then the reasoning as well, you have a lot of different levels. I mean, hitting this is bad, but whatever, a free monster is a free monster. The only thing you can't really special summon is the Exodius. So for the most part, it was just nice and very unexpected whenever I used it on people. And even so, after it was successful on someone, it actually baited an Ash Blossom the second time around. And then the last two cards I run is I was maining 2 Trickstar Reincarnation. And honestly, the only explanation is because it's a very douchey card. I knew in testing against Spirals and Trickstars a lot before with friends, this card just destroys you. If they get the lock on you, there's really not shit you can do unless you have something to interrupt mid-through, you know? So, I was just choosing to main this, and I was even contemplating running the Trickstar card that searches this, because then when this is in the grave, you can banish it and special her and get extra material for links. But that's it for the main. A lot of these cards were personal choice, but they came in handy. For the extra, it's also pretty generic for what you see. It's the 3 Imduk, because this guy, man, he's just so easy to make and so convenient. Then the Ib for her effect, for easy link 2s, for co-linking, everything. And then the 1 Aurum and the 1 World Chalice Warrior. What's funny is sometimes in the combos, since I'm a freaking noob or I don't know what to blame it on, is I'll forget that Aurum can pop a monster he points to special summon one from the grave. And that helps to recycle your stronger links and make link 4s twice as easy. Then for your fillers for the combos, you got the 2 Spider and the Proxy Dragon. These are so easy to make as well, and they help you get into your beaters and your bigger things. Then we got the 2 Firewall, and for the Powerhouse, the Trigate Wizard and the Boar Load. And honestly, getting 2 Firewalls and how many times I was able to get a ridiculous board, and I'm not a good player, mind you, but I was able to get insane boards with this shit against people that should have beat me, because let's just face it, you know, I'm like the Joey Wheeler. And then of course the one and last Gem Knight Seraph Knight, because she's amazing, and even if they ashed your Brilliant Fusion, you know, the plays live on. Next we go into the side. So same, being out of the tournament circuit for a while, my side was a little obscure, but I was running 2 DD Crow because it's just one of my favorite cards to side of all time, to be honest. There's not really anything this totally hunts right now, but it was nice. Then you're going to want to run 2 Ash Blossom. If I'm being honest, I was running 2 Debunk in place because I didn't have Ash Blossoms for the tournament, but this was what you would want to run, even though, to be honest, it didn't really stop me personally that much. Then I'm running the just a quick little Kaiju engine, just because sometimes you run into that really annoying monster that you just don't have the answer for. 2 Twin Twisters, because even though I can bait out a lot of stuff with things that seemingly have potential to do good stuff, I still like to pop when someone sets 4, you know? And then you got 2 Strike, the 1 Warning. I guess you could do 3 Strike and a Warning in here if you really faced, but I honestly never felt the need to side any traps at all, except for this one. D-Barrier. One time I played a Synchro guy, very heavy Synchro Zombie Predaplant deck, so I had to side these in just to guarantee the match. And that's pretty much it. And really, like, a lot of this stuff is just simple answers for the most annoying stuff that actually can stop your deck. What I like about World Chalice the most is that a lot of these monsters and Link monsters do such different things. Like, you'd be surprised that people forget Imduk. If you know you get him pointed at something really good, he can just ram it like a Catastor-like effect, and a lot of people don't expect stuff like that, like damage calc effects and such. Or start of the damage step. But that's pretty much it. That was my World Chalice deck. It did decent at regionals, and I was a noob. If you have suggestions or tweaks, or if you have suggestions of how I can make it 45 with those cards I mentioned, we would be happy to do so. And we're just here to help you become a better player and help us do the same. So thank you guys for watching, and come back for more videos.
Boom!